Wanted Adventure, hosted by Donna Newman. Stefan and I just went for a bike ride / run, and with that I mean that I rode a bike next to Stefan while he ran. Stefan is currently training for a half marathon in October, so I rode a bike next to him as he ran, and yeah, the bell. Today we are talking about the bell. What bell? The bike bell. So, living in the US and Germany, bike riding in the US and Germany, going for walks in the US and Germany, I have noticed something about the bike bell. So, in the US as a kid, I think that I did at some point have a bike bell on my bike. But, I think I can take my helmet off at this point. It was just like for fun, Like I had this cute little bike bell and I just kind of rode around, and sometimes whenever I felt like it, I would ring it and make a little noise, and yeah, it didn't really like serve a purpose. I just had it to have it.
So, wait a second.
Yeah.
So, how do people pass you? What do they do when they pass you?
Right. So, in the US, I have noticed, like, if I was on my bike going a little bit slower, or if I was going for a walk and some people coming up on bikes behind me were going faster than me, then I have often heard in the US people say, passing on your left. So, they speak is the answer. They let you know that they're there by speaking, like, hi, passing on your left. Yeah, that's usually the one that I've heard quite often.
I have heard that as well.
In the U.S.?
Yes.
Okay.
When we walk at the parents' place,
yeah,
people say, passing on your left.
Yeah.
Or bike on your left.
Okay.
Or runner on your left.
Okay, so they speak is basically how the communication occurs in the U.S. In Germany, the communication, from what I've seen, usually happens with the bike bell. And that's pretty much most of the communication. Like, bikers come up behind me, I'm going slowly, and instead of saying anything, like, I don't even know what passing on the left would be in German. Like,
Achtung auf der linken Seite.
Achtung auf die linke Seite. Yeah, but I've never heard that. It's just the bell, and then the people pass. Or if I'm going for a walk, same thing. If a biker comes up behind me on the bicycle, I just get the Klingel. Yeah, that's what it's called in German.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I wanted to say about it. That's what I've noticed, that people don't say something.
But it can startle you.
It can and has startled me, like when I'm just going for a walk and then all of a sudden I hear like, I'm like, and yeah, it just, and I know that normally people pass on the left, but when I hear that bell, like, I get kind of startled sometimes, and I'm like, oh, what should I do? Do I need to stop, or should I move over to the right? And like, I know that usually people pass on the left, but sometimes when there's like lots of traffic and bike traffic and pedestrian traffic and dogs and kids and, a lot of stuff going on, sometimes people don't always pass on the left, like at the park.
Even if they should.
Like at the park, for example, sometimes there's just so much going on that people just sort of pass wherever. And then when I hear that, I like don't know, should I stay exactly where I am or should I move over to one side or the other? Usually I just like freeze. I just stop and stay where I am. Basically, the point is that from my experience in the US, if you're passing someone on the bike, then usually you say something. And that's the polite thing to do, is to let people know verbally that you're going to be passing them. And I think that in the US, it would even be considered impolite to just like Klingel without saying something. Like, I don't know. I haven't really experienced many people using the bike bell as a signal in the US, but I think if they did, then I would think it would come with some sort of verbal thing as well, like, excuse me, passing on the left. Whereas in Germany, that's just often the bike bell does all the work to let people know that you're gonna be coming through. So my question for you is, what are your thoughts on the bike bell? If you ride a bike, do you use the bike bell? Do you say something if you're passing? Do you say something and use the bike bell? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video where I'm talking about jobs that I have seen in the US that I haven't really seen here in Germany. Until next time, until tomorrow, auf Wiedersehen! Want to watch another video? Here are two. And a really, really, really big thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support. Bis morgen!